Hello everybody at home. Thank you for coming in this slightly crazy world in which we're living with Omicron, which is a term that we hadn't even heard of 3 weeks ago. I was Googling, and there's a few companies and organisations called Omicron, and they must be feeling very, very focused on at the moment. So, leave that and wait for Martin.
Very nice indeed.
So, Martin, Sally, I need another armchair then if you're going to sit on that one. So, why don't you come? Well, you should be up there really. So, yeah, you should take that one up there and switch. Marion, sorry, can I move you? Would you mind coming down here? I know this isn't where you'll be singing on Sunday, I assure you. We'll do it in a bit more systematic manner than this. Let me, you come down here. Let me just get that chair.
You can be the bishop.
Yeah. Right, if you'd like to go there.
Is that what you there, Martin?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Do take a seat, Martin. Yeah, go there. And I'll go back a little bit further.
I've done 2 lateral flow tests today. I've done a lot.
Anyone done 3? So, good evening. It's wonderful to have you here. We will make it to Sunday. We will be singing in a carol service. How many people will be here? Who knows? We will be here. Yeah. I'm saying it with that intentional air. It will happen. So, let's just start by warming up, and then we'll do some singing, and then we'll do some sort of discussion and statistics about things. The first thing I just want to say before we do that is reading the advice on singing. We can sing without masks, and the advice is to take them off, keep them off. You don't need to keep putting one off because that risks actually contamination. So once you're in, you sit down, you can take them off if you're wearing them, put them away until you actually leave. So I can enjoy all your faces, your complete faces. Do stand up and let's do some warming up. So standard warm up, roll your shoulders. Shrug them, drop them down, shrug them, drop down. Do your arms with a shake, your hips with a shake. Wiggle your jaw and then have a good yawn. Stretch. Do a little bit of chewing gum. One way in, the other way in. And then a big pumpkin face. Oh, a few creaks and crackles. Prune face. Pumpkin. Prune. Pumpkin. Prune. A little bit of creaky voice. It's supposed to be very good, don't I? A little bit of sirening. Let's just do a little bit of doobie-doobie doing. And doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. to go for those that fancy it. Oh, that actually goes up to G, but I know some people really want to sing it, and Mark, who's playing the organ, is going to play it anyway, so you can join. It was for some people, they know it really, really well, but you don't need to do that. You just need to sing, "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful." I'm sure you know that one, so you'll be able to sing that. So that's on the service sheet, which I haven't actually given out. I'll give it out later, and if you promise to bring them on Sunday. Otherwise, you don't need to take one if you think you might forget. All right, sit down. Today we're going to just run through thinking about it as a performance. I'm going to go back a little bit further. Simple a bit close to you. Look, I've got paranoid in the last couple of days. So we're going to think about performance. We're going to think about that stance, hip distance apart with your feet, weight evenly between your feet. If you happen to be holding a folder, I will turn a blind eye to sort of down here, just for quick reference should you need it. But I really do encourage you to be looking at me, and I'll do my best to lip read, recognising that it might be a bit dark. Open, not smiling, but that pumpkin face rather than that prune face. You know, open, wide-eyed, wonder faces, yes? That's what we want. And we want to engage. We might be having to engage with a lot of people who are on camera, so we'll need to be even sort of more expressive in our faces.
You'll be standing underneath a full candelabra, so you'll be perfectly visible.
You're very quiet about me. At the back here, before I forget, there are 5 folders. Those are the service sheets. Remind me if I forget to give them to you, if you want them. I've got 5 folders like this with the slippery fish in, the little plastic wallets. Should you want one, please take one. I thought I had a whole box of them, which were delivered additional to ones I ordered for the choir at Wakehurst. It's been sitting at Wakehurst for over 2 years. I brought the box home, and on Sunday morning, I excitedly opened it up to find it was full of 24 Easter buckets. It was exactly the same size as the one the folders came in. It must have been a confusion on the order, so that I haven't got as many as I thought. So, but there's 5 there for anyone that would really like them, and I think we will get some folders in recognition of the fact that it's quite handy to have a little.
That's not an attractive time.
Yeah. Yes, well, they'll be useful for this coming Easter. I give them away to a friend, so already she was already planning for Easter. So they're at the back. If they're gone, I will ask no questions, but I will get some more for whatever our next performance is after this. So we're going to run through in order our performance pieces as a performance as best we can, and then we'll go back and see what needs rescuing, if anything. So we're going to start with the candle song. And I will give you a sign to stand up, so we do it beautifully. So you need to be looking at me and ready to stand. If you can, that is. Remember, really gentle. And we've got parts with the altos and baritones coming first, and then the echo from the sopranos. excellent. Do sit down for a second. Any worries on that one particularly? We'll come back to it. I think there's a certain feeling of coming to a cold. So the next one is Gaudete, and that's over to Wendy.
Evening. Okay, do you want me just to do a quick recap on what we're doing with this one?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we start off with the sopranos doing the refrain, and then we repeat the refrain with the altos and the baritones joining in. So that's twice through the refrain. Then we're over to the sopranos for verse 1. Everybody sings the refrain just once. Over to the altos and the baritones for verse 2. Everyone does the refrain. Back to the sopranos for verse 1 again. Refrain, everybody. Back to verse 2 for the altos and the baritones. And then we go through the refrain twice at the end. The first time quite softly, and then the second time with a little more gusto. Okay? So for this one, try and remember to put your own teeth in and not somebody else's, because you have to get your mouth around the words for this one.
Oh, what is gusto?
Energy. More energy.
Oh, right.
Thank you. Okay. So it's just a case of us getting our mouths around the words, I think. By all means, for this one, if you need the words, please have them. But can you try and keep them up so that you only have to glance down rather than having them way down there because you're going to have your chin locked in. Yes, Ian?
Do we sing the refrain first or the verse first?
We sing the refrain first,
Right.
but the first time through, the sopranos sing the refrain,
Lovely.
and then the altos and the baritones
I was
join
very
in.
lost last week.
That's okay. Any other questions? Okay. Shall we go? Everybody can stand, please.
just remember that it's only we're not singing everything, it's the sopranos are singing tempus alles gratiae, and the altos and baritones are singing Deus homo factus est. That means we don't have to sing and learn so many words. So you only need to learn verse 1. Altos and baritones, you only need to learn verse 2. And everyone's doing the chorus, the refrain. This is our stretch. So we keep practicing the speed, and each time we do it at a slightly different tempo. So we'll do what we will do. That's always what happens anyway. Just remember, you do need to watch me, because remember sometimes you don't come in as soon as you think, and you hold notes a bit longer than you think. Like on brightly, it's a bit longer than you think, and pining is a bit longer. Okay? And watch out for that funny fitting in the words on verse 2. And remember, we're doing, on the choruses, fall on your knees, we're doing those words both times, once again, to reduce the amount we need to learn. And we'll do it twice at the end. So, let's see what happens. See what speed we end up doing.
Long may the
I was conscious, we're a bit thin on the ground on the baritones and the altos today. So if you lose it, just sing with the sopranos. We'll sing whatever feels comfortable, okay? We'll go back over those at the end. We've got time to do that. We'll do that again. Soprano sounding confident. I think we've kind of, Sila's not sure. The timing of it. Yeah. You're right there, Anthony?
Yeah, it's just a bit,
Yeah, I think probably you lost it a little bit at the end. We'll go over it again. Let's do ring out the bells. Yeah, at the end, just remember to watch me to slow down. We'll probably do it slightly different to the way we did it with Mark. So watch me, basically. I can't remember how we did it with Mark. And to be honest, it's slightly different. So basically follow Tim. But we worked for the Dementia Club Carol service that will work on Sunday. So, okay, remember energy on this one. Watching and remember to try and stand feet hip distance apart, nice and straight with your book in front of you, not too low so you're not looking down. There for reference, should you desperately need it. Okay. Let's just go over O Holy Night, verse 2, just remembering that rhythm on the words. I think by verse 2 you've remembered that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, Holy Night. Yeah, there's a certain amount of, nobody actually gets to sing, but I hear a few kind of, oh no, sorry, yeah. Which is fine. And the shining, that was perfect this time, excellent. So let's just work on the rhythm of those, of verse 2. So I think we'll sing it, Tim, just do it a couple of times. So verse 2, led by the light. remember, just as the light of the star above them gleaming had led the wise men. You've got to be right on it, yeah? So let's do it again from the beginning of that verse. Remember those long waits? 3, 4, 1, 2. Led by the light of faith serene within, with glowing hearts by His great only sound. 3, 4, 1, 2. Just as the light of the star above them gleaming, had led the wise men from the Orient land. Let's just say those two lines. It's the third and fourth line. So, just as the light of the star above them gleaming had led the wise men from the Orient land. You've got to keep going on wise men and hold on to that gleaming. One more time. Just as the light of the star above them gleaming. Gleaming. It's shining and pining and beaming and gleaming. Okay? One more time. Just for good measure. Just as the light of the star above them gleaming had led the wise men from the Orient land. We're trying not to be too sing-songy. But it helps to remember anyway. Let's stand up and just do that one more time together. That one verse, if you're ready to stand. On the parts. So you were just on the soprano, it's just that last line, was it, that you were not sure about? From Noel. A night when Christ was born. And I actually misled you as well, sorry. So Tim, from on the chorus, can you go from the Noel at the end? Noel, Noel. Here's the C. That's what it is. Let's do it together. 2, 3, 4. So it's Noel, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Oh, night. So it's 3 on L and 4 on O. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, baritones. 2, 4, 5. Hello. So at the end of the verse, you're. Can you do that? Breaks a new and glorious morn.
Is that the note you want?
For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Yes. And then you just go one note up to get your part. So sing it with me. Am I the wrong note? Sorry. Yeah, that sounds better. It's a bit high. Oh, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh yeah. The angel voices, oh, and love. spoke on Sunday, and even if we didn't, it would be fine. Okay. So. Hang on a minute, please, everybody was still standing up. You were ahead of us too. Everyone else said, okay, that's it done, what's the next one? And I'm sure you won't when you're actually conscious that either there's people out there or there's people here. So, good, sit down. And remember, you know, that nice, smiley, well, you know, you're not grinning, but that open face. The choir leader, who's a professional singer at Kew Gardens, who doesn't do the weightless one, he says when you have to sort of stand there and kind of wait for something to happen, you need to be thinking of something, so you know what you're having for tea tonight, or you know you're going to watch on TV or something, because otherwise you kind of think, oh, I was looking at it. So good to have something to occupy your brain, but you can just listen and enjoy Tim's piano playing. Okay, good. So, sorry for being missing in action, folks.
That's all right.
Okay, shall we give this another run through? Let's give a Come All Ye Faithful a go. If we can... And you can either hang on to these until Sunday, or if you feel you might lose them, just give them back and we'll pick them out on Sunday. So is that Come All Ye Faithful last? Yes. Okay, so it's the last carol. Right.
Oh, come on. I pinched it.
I can see that.
So what page will we find?
So it's the absolute, we're going to just do the last carol, which is O Come All Ye Faithful, so page 11.
Page 11, right.
And what I suggest we do is, verse 1, just to sort of, not that we need to remember it, but just to get in our stride. And then I will try and sing the descant with all anyone that wants to give it a go. And by the end of the carol service, we'll be beautifully warmed up and be able to hit that G. I think it's G it goes up to, isn't it?
Yeah.
No problem. We were up to F at the beginning, and it was sounding a lot better than September. We are, I think it's coming back, isn't it? We're all lifting our voices. So I need some music.
Of course, if there isn't much in the word congregation, we'll be needing to do full bells on all the carols.
We will, yes. We will be it.
Yes.
So maybe we could, do you think we should maybe just do a verse for each one, just to refresh memories, which they... And we wish you a Merry Christmas with measure 2. Let's start at the back though, and then we'll maybe do some requests. Okay, so stand up. We'll try and sort of be tidy standing up with all the singing as well. I won't necessarily be here, or maybe not necessarily be here to direct you, but the camera will be on you one way or another.
You want to do first 1 and 3 then?
1 and 3, yeah.